Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Can
Okay,
you?
great. So, yep. Yeah, please go ahead. I have my meeting on and I'm waiting for the updates. Please.
Okay, so yeah, I can start
Yeah, please go ahead.
with the active loans project.
Uh-huh.
So yesterday we have discussed about how to organize the coding,
Mhm.
and we have worked on what we can find in initialization, get transaction data, process, and unprocessed parts.
Mhm.
So we have started something which seems to be close to STT content. And after we reviewed this, we have started coding, but it was started only, and there were some problems, and so we will have to continue today.
Okay. See, for me or for anyone in the team, it cannot take more than 2 to 3 hours for each and every project. It's not for one activity, it's for each and every project I'm talking about. So either you are not checking on how to complete the project or you are waiting just for others. So, Brew, we'll discuss on that later, but thanks for your update. Okay. So what's the
Okay.
next team, please? What about active loans is completed? What about Bhargav? Anyone from Bhargav team? Locator team. Prabhu Kiran, Aparna Dubey, Chandrika, Atul, Vald, Manisri.
Hi, Vajran, this is Prabhu.
Hi, Prabhu.
Yeah, so we started with the process, and our BA actually completed the PDD document and shared it,
Mhm.
Bhagishri. So, but actually, there is a problem with communicating with the people inside the team, so we are not getting the, I mean, you need time to meet up and discuss these things actually. So people are busy with uh, other works actually. So we missed Bhargav yesterday, so to get into the solution part, but we actually decided to start with the development process
Mhm.
with the other developers who are available there. So it's in progress, but at this point of time, I don't have any exact status where actually we were there. But we decided to
But
start with the
yeah,
development, and
yeah,
Val
it
has
will be
also shared the
completed
process.
by this weekend for sure.
So yeah.
Um, Fine. See, one important thing. This is not a place where you are being paid. Just remember that. Okay. This is not a company where you are being paid for everyone, I'm telling. This is an organization where you have paid to learn. So, irrespective of who is available, who is not available, it becomes each and everyone's task to complete. If someone is not available, fine. We have Git, right? GitHub, and you can communicate over Teams. Even if there is duplication of work, that's fine. But it's your work, everyone. Remember that. And see,
Sure.
the main problem that I foresee with my experience is by the end of this week or by the end of this next week, you will come back and said that okay, you have given me project and that's all. All those are in bits and pieces, and I haven't worked on a complete project. Okay.
Okay.
Now, if you want to tell that, I'm telling you, it's in your hand. It's not in my hand. To complete a project and to give it, it's in your hand. Is it right, Prabhu?
Yeah, yeah, that's right. So that's what. I mean, we decided to move on actually, I mean, not to wait for, because I mean everybody's occupied with their own work, so I think
Exactly.
it's a bit difficult uh, pulling
Exactly.
them. So yeah, so who are available, we will go with that and we will start the process. Yeah,
Yeah.
we will definitely try to complete it by today or by this weekend for sure. Yeah,
And I think I have also given solutions with videos, right, in YouTube.
yeah, yeah. We've seen actually those are.
Yeah. So I think you might have clear understanding on how I have created the flow and the process and the code as well. The code also is
Yeah,
available online. See, the main agenda is not to help you write how to write those if conditions and all, but you should have an understanding like complete project after you complete the coding, like how you work with the team to complete one single code. See, in that video, I sat alone and completed it in 1 hour. If you are working, take 2 hours because communication takes time. Single person working will be much more productive. Take 2 hours, but sit on those 2 hours properly, and within complete team at least one person or two persons can definitely complete the project, right?
sure.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu. But Prabhu, I do understand you have 9 years of experience, but there is one more opportunity. See, people who make others work will be leaders, or people who understands others problems and work according to the project without delivery issues will be leaders in software industry, right? So try to make sure that even if you do something on your own, let others available or aware of what is the things. Okay?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. Next one. Next project we have completed active loans, notaries. What's with notaries? Vicky Sharma, Marishwan. Is it Vicky Sharma? Notaries? Yeah, Vicky Sharma. Marishwaran, Vineet, Sai, Vamshi Kumar, Anjali, Kiran Kumar Reddy, Varala.
Yeah, hi Vedant.
Yep. Hi, Mari. Tell me.
I mean, like same with Prabhu as well. Like we couldn't get a chance to meet. I think, yeah, everyone is having their, I mean, like own project and we are progressing.
Hmm.
Yeah, we will try to complete. Maybe by this weekend we will communicate and complete.
Okay. Okay, fine. Thank you.
Uh, Hi Vedant, Ritesh here from the Notary team.
Ritesh. Yes.
Last day we have connected and we tried to take out the solution,
Mm.
but we haven't tried on the Arif framework. Started with the normal linear process,
Is it
and
done?
we have decided to complete the with the linear process. If it is good ahead, then we can convert it into the Arif framework.
Mm.
And there are we face one challenge,
Mhm.
so we are not able to find out the solution.
Yeah. So hi, Videsh, Vineet here.
Yes, Vinith here.
Yeah.
Go
So
ahead, Vinith.
yesterday I was having I talked to like Videsh regarding that some filtration based on like we need like based on the description like I mean the data. So that like yeah, I'm able to like we are able to resolve yesterday. So by like simple process, like it is working. I'm able to develop. So I have to change it to now to the framework so that I'll do it today.
Okay.
We will try to complete it today or maybe max to max tomorrow.
If it is
Yeah.
completed,
So,
like I just want to see the project, even if it is in linear process, there is no
okay.
compulsion
Yes.
that you need to complete an RF framework for now. But yeah. So can you please show it to me
Yes, yes.
after completing others? Let's wait for
Yeah, yeah,
others
yeah.
to complete, then we'll go ahead with you. Thank you
Okay,
so
okay,
much.
sure, sure, brother. Yeah.
Thank you so much for the progress, by the way. Next one, we have server.
Yeah, hello, Bhajan.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, I am from server team. So last 2 days we are working on that
Hemanta, right?
server. Yeah, Hemant Kumar.
Yeah, tell me.
So last 2 days we are working on that server setup. So I think by tomorrow or day after tomorrow it will be finished. So but we ran into some technical coding issue yesterday, so not able to finish that thing. So mostly Satish and Sindura in our team they are coordinating and doing the coding part. And so we need some guidance like in that coding part. So
Yeah,
we will.
actually, yeah, there was one activity in which we were confused about. I mean,
Yeah,
What's the activity?
yeah. So that too
Hemanta,
is
can you
like,
explain?
yeah, that is like comma separated field is there. So that is 2 comma or 3 comma or there is no comma. So how to split that and send, how to split that and operate that file, and another was email sending. So these two fields we ran into some issues. So we're not able to understand and fix it. So that is what we are sending. And after I think finishing by tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we'll convert it to RE framework. So now it is in a linear process also.
Okay.
So
Fine.
that is.
Thanks for the progress and update, Hemanta. Let's continue. But can we have the questions parked in the chat? I just want to have them noted and I want to answer them. Those are
Yeah, yeah,
easy. So
yeah,
next
I'll
one is with Anand.
Hi, Bhajan.
Yeah. Hi.
So we are also in on a similar kind of situation. There is no, you can say, coordination of meeting issue. We are meeting regularly, but we are not able to, uh, you can say, develop the code. We are stuck in, let's say, in a halfway.
Mhm.
So yesterday, I think Josna has developed some code, and Nikhil and we were sitting and discussing the different options, but we are not able to crack that and how to proceed ahead. And I think Josna, have you worked on that? Is there any development after last meeting?
Uh, Hey Vajan and Anand, Nikhil here.
Yeah, Nikhil.
Yeah, Vajan, actually, we stuck on writing the data in a Excel. So just have to transpose the column into row into column. So I was going through Google also. So I found the one solution. So I will try that solution today, or will submit to today or tomorrow end of the day. But we just created a linear workflow, not in a RE framework. But it's working actually.
Okay. I think we have done with all the updates. Let's start with whoever have completed in linear process. I want to see their updates right now. Okay. Who will go first? Any?
Nikhil, do you have your studio open?
Uh, no, actually, Josna, yesterday the file Josna sent is not opening in my UiPath. Josna, can you share the screen?
Okay. I'm not. I think I need to see the changes in GitHub. So how many of you have pulled a GitHub request? Have went for a pull of a GitHub request? None of you have sent a pull request. None of you have made changes and upload or push to code. Joshna, are you sharing the screen?
Hello? Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, please do that. Okay, where are you storing your code?
Yeah, currently I'm storing code. One second. In my local machine. I open.
Can you please close
Are
it?
you able to see my screen?
Yeah, yeah. Can you please close the studio, UiPath studio?
Okay.
Okay. Go to Explorer where the files are available. Yep. School info project. Yep. Go back, cut that project,
Sorry?
cut it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Go to GitHub our folders, RP developer in 30 days and paste it. In Bajrang Team 7, you have separate project folder path, right? Let's do that.
Sir, I'm not aware of a GitHub, and even in my machine, there is no GitHub available.
Guys, you are actually doing things wrong. I am not sure how and when. You need to get things right immediately, or else you will not be able to collaborate properly. Why don't you understand that?
Yeah, sir, I will do today,
No,
and I will use that.
it's not about you, Joshna. I'm
Yes.
talking with all the members in your team. I cannot point out one person for complete team, right? I'm pointing out everyone in the team. If someone is not able to complete their GitHub, others should be there to help out. Anand, are you there?
Yes, Bajrang. So,
You,
Josna, the zip file that you have sent yesterday, is it the same?
Yes, that one
Okay,
is the same.
then let me do that.
Yes.
see, solution architect is not just a role just for the sake of name. Okay, you need to take all the responsibilities, and you are capable of doing that. Just place some time for you and your team.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks. Ananda is sharing your screen.
Yes.
Others, please be ready. I want your projects. I'm not sure how, but communicate in teams or whatever you want. You have all the channels available to communicate and discuss. So keep projects in Team 7, make a pull request immediately. Yep, guys.
Bajrang, I have kept in team 7, but I need to create a pull request.
Go to GitHub, not here. GitHub desktop. Did you commit the code first? Did you pull the changes first?
I have sent a request yesterday, but I don't know why it is. Probably I'm missing something.
Yeah, give the name. Give the name. Just add school info in the summary. Yeah, push it to origin, please.
Show in Explorer.
Not in Show and Explorer. It's moved into GitHub. Click on View on GitHub. View on GitHub on your browser.
Need to log in. No, sorry.
Yeah. So I need to go to code. Yeah, Vajman, you can guide me here.
Go to yours. Yeah, create a new. So open by Dr. Anand. Yeah, create a new pull request. So there are some issues or there are files where you are not able to make a pull request. Scroll down. Scroll down. Yep. So these are the files that you have. Anand calculator use case. Okay. Ambika is asking. So Ambika, I will talk with you as well. It's not only about the development. Let's
Yes, yes.
discuss.
Just now joined because I was another
Yeah.
process.
Okay. Just make a pull request. Create a pull request, please. Yeah. Just mention info code, school info code updated. Create it. Okay. I'll show you how I'm not sure if anyone has seen my screen and how I'll do it. But let me just share my screen and tell you. Okay. And here, can you see the screen?
Yes.
So yeah,
Yes.
this is
Yes.
your changes. So active loans we have. So I think these are the changes that we have now. Mari have updated the first project, school info code path, active loans. So if I want to see the changes, like okay, before I commit, how can I make sure that the changes are in place? Whatever I required. Yeah. So can you see that there are changes that are available in my path, calculator use case, everywhere? So calculator use case. Commit to me. So I have 28 changes that I haven't pulled into my machine. Let's see. But can you observe? If you observe, there are 4 pull requests that are available. Can you see them?
Yeah.
Active loans and
For
Marishwaran don't have any issues. So by default, GitHub will tell me what are the issues and what are not the issues, where I need to concentrate. Okay. So I'll just pull origin.
So,
So,
Vaj, I
Vaj, I
wanted to
wanted to
ask one
ask one
question.
question.
Mhm.
So,
So,
in
in
real
real
organization,
organization,
Hmm.
the
the
communication
communication
over
over
changes
changes
is
is
via
via
GitHub
GitHub
only,
only,
the
the
same
same
way,
way.
I
I
mean,
mean,
Code
or
should
is
is
be
just
just
code should be exchanged only in GitHub, not nowhere else.
in
in
real
real
organization
organization
also,
also.
in real projects, I mean.
In projects, only GitHub you should use to change to update the code.
Okay.
Because see, let's assume that you sent a file today. Tomorrow you have updated and sent it to others. Now, who's maintaining and tracking those changes? Okay, you have updated the latest one, but why did you update and who, for what reason you have updated, and at what line have you updated? Who will tell that?
Okay.
Now, if you just go ahead into history, if I click on any branch, I can get to see each and every change that I'm making. Can you see this, everyone? If I'm merging something, I can see the changes. If I'm adding something, calculator use case, yeah, okay, this is added, this is updated. So these are the values that are updated. Okay, I'll be able to see each and every detail for a project. And this is what you need to follow any place. Okay, if you don't have GitHub, there is one more option called TFS, and it is the same. So GitHub is open and it's from Microsoft because Microsoft have purchased it. Microsoft have their own versioning management system called TFS, Team Foundation Server. Even for that, the activities are same. You need to pull the changes, you need to complete and check in. There is no other difference other than what we are doing now. Okay?
Vajra, one question.
Yeah, tell me.
As you said, in the GitHub we have saving our codes. Okay, suppose there are 3 person in the team who is working on the different codes,
Mm,
and we can take an example of a reframework.
mm,
Okay, so someone is working on the initialized state, someone is on process transitions, and someone is the gate transition data, and they have prepared their code and they have pushed into the GitHub. Then
okay.
who will be the responsible to
Mm,
just collect those data and
mm,
also assemble those codes, means
okay.
how he can be assemble those codes.
Yeah. So let's assume that, but before doing that, they should
Mhm.
know when and where they are making changes. That's the reason we have solution architects in place.
Okay.
Okay. So what solution architect need to do is he need to assign the work to the team internally with all the specific tasks. So tasks can be divided in, so the work can be divided into specific tasks. For example, locator use case for downloading an Excel file, you will assign it to one person. For that, you will have a separate workflow. Okay. Once you
Okay.
complete it, all you need to do is you need to invoke the code and you need to get the Excel file. Did you guys try working with GitHub till now, or you just push the code only from Teams?
Right now we just push from our system to GitHub.
Yeah, fine. So what I'll do, I'll first approve these changes. So this is PR successful in 2 minutes. So let's go ahead. Okay, branches. Okay, main branch. So into main, I will merge something that is PR334. Choose a branch that is not having any issues, right? So recent branches, create a merge commit. So this will be moved, push to origin. Now who is checking the changes and pushing the code?
A solution architect.
It's not solution only solution architect. Someone who is maintaining. Even if you are a fresher, if you know the things, you can do it, right?
Yes, yes, right.
That's what. So it's not only about solution architect, it's about everyone. Okay. So if you see here, Vald updated first commit locator, and he doesn't have any issues. So let's go ahead and commit or make a pull request. Approve pull request. Okay, we have 345. See, you should make sure that there are no issues with your code. Then we can merge them easily. Okay, create merge commit. And by the way, when I'm doing this, you should get emails. Anyone who created pull request should get your email stating that the email the merge is completed. Are you getting that or not?
Yeah, we get emails.
Vajrang, what is that PR342 PR?
Pull
Uh,
request. Pull request
okay,
with ID.
okay,
So you are asking me to pull your changes to my code.
okay. Now understand.
Yes, I received the email.
Did you get an email? Anyone?
I got the mail.
Yes, Varshan. We are receiving them.
So that's what.
Yes,
See,
me too.
all the automations are done by GitHub. This is the reason we are using. If someone need to be notified that you got an email or that your code is updated, then normally now what we are doing, we are updating and sending out a message stating that this code is updated. You're checking with a call, you're connecting with them, and you're working on the code together. Is it right? Is that what happening now within the team?
Yeah, actually.
Now, am I checking with others or am I checking just with the code?
Just checking with.
Yep. Understand. See, in a team, everyone will be at a different location at this point, right? You cannot have the lenience that you worked while within your team in a same organization or same team. So now if you see here, there are many issues with this particular code base, PR343. Okay. Now let's see what are the details or what are the issues that we can get. If you go into this, okay, this branch has conflicts. The conflicting files are Anand and Anand T. Okay, can you see which? Okay, now how can I know or can you just see how many files are getting in conflict? So why there is a conflict here?
Is it referring to duplicate files?
No, not exactly. So there are some changes that you haven't pulled in before you updated the update the text. Let me just show it to you how. So here in this, let's search for anand.txt or let's go ahead history open in show in Explorer. But not sure how many of you have observed, there will always be only one code within my machine. There will not be 10 different versions of the code. If I need to go ahead and change into main branch, I can go to branches and I can change this to main, and this will switch the code and this will import and update the code to main branch. Can you see now? As soon as I switch to main branch, everything got changed. Now if I change it back to PR this 343, just check that. Can you see this one now, guys? So if you just update the branch, then this will be done. So what I'll do, I'll just delete this one because Ananda text doesn't mean anything to me. So this is done, removed. Yeah, just commit to PR. Okay, now let's see what are the updates. Can we just commit the change or not? Okay, now can you see this one? As soon as I deleted the correct like conflicted file, now this is done. Like this branch has no conflicts. The other way I can do a merge is I can do it over from here as well. Approved. Squash and merge. Confirm. Comment. Okay. Now I will be able to see the changes in my main. So this is the PR pull request that I have approved. There are no more changes, no more pull request. Let's see with main. So even I need to do fetch upstream to get the latest changes. Pull origin. Okay. So Anand, okay, we have things in Vajrang folder. Vajrang. Okay, and team 7. Okay, which project are you working on right now, Anand?
School info.
School info. Okay, do you want to share your screen and complete? Okay. Now, everyone please pull the changes, all the changes that you have. Please pull the changes. There can be one question like, okay, Vajrang, now that you have approved the change or pull request, we are able to see the changes. But what if you are not available and you don't approve the changes? Then how can we get those? Is there any such question, or if not, we can move ahead? Can we move ahead?
Yeah, Dion.
Okay. So if you go, if someone shares the screen, please share.
Can I share my screen?
Yeah, please. Okay, go to GitHub desktop. Now you too will be able to change, or you have the access already to change to check with the pull request. Go to current branch on the top and then click on pull request. So if one of your team member makes a pull request, you can take them. Click on Karthik Balari 93. Yeah. Now you are in your partners or your team members code where you can see all the changes and you can update them.
Okay.
Okay. So for this one, Mari, what you can do, select all the first JSON dot JSON, all dependencies and all, and you can ignore them. Right
Want
click,
me to
right click.
unselect?
No, no, just click on them. Right click. Add
Okay.
all file. Add file to git ignore. Add file to git ignore. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, add it.
This. Okay. This first one,
Yeah,
Vajrang,
correct.
ignore file.
Correct. So what it will do, see there are some packages that you can ignore. Okay. For now, this can be undone. But what I would just want you to show you is go to GitHub website. Yep. Click on minor changes. Minor changes.
Uh,
Second one below your notary project first commit. There are minor changes. Okay. But you don't have access to main, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, scroll down. Scroll down. So those all you can see is if you want to make changes, you can make, but only someone who maintain the code will have the access to do it.
Okay.
Okay, guys, can you understand now? You can check, you can download, and you can ask them, and you can run the code. Even you can run the code now, but someone who created the branch or someone who created the pull request, they are the owners. Okay, now let's work with one team and let's see how quickly can we complete the project or can we complete the project. Okay, so which team is ready? Which team has more members right now available?
Can you stop sharing?
About the project, then I have one doubt.
Yeah, tell me please. Vamshi.
Yesterday they showed how to work with the API, right? So when I try to enter the location, it's saying access denied.
Can you share your screen?
Yeah.
Show me the active loans URL. Okay, okay. Open that. Close it. Close it, please. Yeah. On the right side, what happened? You have separate sequence for it?
Sorry?
Yeah, on the right side there is endpoint, right? That's where you need to pass the URL. Endpoint. Vamshi, whose team are you
Here,
in?
you are.
Not here, Vamshi. You can close it.
Sorry?
Close it.
UiPath. Sorry. Studio.
Close the HTTP request wizard. Yeah, that's the endpoint. You have the URL variable, right? There you can pass it directly. URL variable. Just send it in the
Okay, okay,
endpoint.
okay.
Okay. And in the resources,
Okay.
okay, I think you're doing something wrong. Press cancel, close, don't save it. Don't click OK. Cancel. Give me the access once. Yeah, see, you have the variable assigned it with URL, right?
Okay.
Now go to click on HTTP request. Click on HTTP request. On in the endpoint, just mention URL. That's the name. Don't open it.
Okay.
URL. That's a variable, right?
Uh,
Yeah. URL. Scroll down. Yeah, in resource path, you need to give some id.zip, whatever it is.
ID.
Whatever, the name .zip because that's a zip file. Okay.
I mean, like, not the folder path.
If you want to give folder path, give it, but you also need to give the file name along with folder path.
File name. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What did you do?
Sorry.
Vajram, what is stat changes in GitHub? STS.
Stash changes.
Ah,
See,
yes.
when you are making some changes, like in your main file, in like you are if you want to pull something that's not available in your machine, so what it will do, it will park your changes into stash. You can first click on it and you can delete the changes later.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, what did it was here? I selected this folder location and copied there.
You need not give like that if that is there already in your project. then you can just give download slash.
Download slash. Okay.
So you're giving an absolute path, not a static path. So others, um, Vamshi, I think we are wasting the time. Just check with the
Sure.
video. Okay, it should be in double quotes, and the slash should be the other one. Okay. Okay. Brew, can you please confirm if your team is available? Mayank, Purnima, Akleshwar, Uday Rai, Chandu, Vamshi Krishna. Is your team available, Brew?
Available, at least a part of it. Yeah.
No, no. I'm just asking, is your team available so that we can do a small activity with your team?
Yes, we are. Most of us are available, except for Uday.
Okay. So, Brew, what I want you to do is,
Yeah.
I want you to assign work for your team members. So, can you open Teams notes
Yeah.
and share your screen as well, please? Please share it completely, not only the browser or anything, so that we will not have issue.
Well, about this, I will start with recalling that I had issues. If I click on the share all windows, it never worked until now. So I really don't know what to do. If you have any
Okay.
suggestion for me before I click, because after that I'm stuck.
Okay.
You
So
see, I have an option. It is share screen. Then one window, which is the note for the note file alone, and then there is another one which is name window, and then there is 10
can you click on
into
the
bracket.
screen, please? Can you click on the screen?
Yeah, I've done. Can you see something?
Yeah, we are able to, and we are able to see your complete screen. Thank you.
And so, what do you see the notes file?
Open the Teams notes, please.
It is open. This is my question. Do you see it?
How many monitors do you have in your machine, for your machine?
So I have different windows open, and this
Yeah.
is where
Correct.
you see, this is
Yes.
where I'm stuck now. I don't know what to do.
No, no. Whatever you have done is correct. This is what we need. Can you minimize the window, please?
Yeah, I don't know how to do now. I'm just stuck.
Give me the access.
Do you have access?
Yeah, I do have. Thanks.
Yeah.
I think your machine is having some restrictions that's not allowing us to see any different window. Is it right?
Yeah. So, well, yes, this is my perception. That's the way I experience it all the time. I can share one and only.
Okay.
So maybe I can unshare for now and share the note file alone.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so I unshare.
Yeah, please go ahead.
And then I start again with the notes file. Can you see the notes file now?
Yes, I can. Thanks. Okay.
It is at least it is starting. Yeah.
Yep. So your project is active loans, and go to the top and check with active loans. We have all the tasks in the active loans. Don't write new item. Don't No need for that for now.
So perhaps I write the date of today. What about that?
Let me do it for you. Yes.
Do you need access to my screen or?
Not required. I'm working with my machine directly.
Okay.
So yours is active launch use case, right?
Yes. So you are in the notes of yesterday.
Yeah, that's correct.
That's what you are updating currently. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give the access for you. Just okay.
Okay.
Now, what I want you to do is I want you to assign tasks for each and every member here right now. So, who will create the project structure? Active loans, project structure creation, is it done? Guys, not only Brio, others in the team members, other team members can also answer.
Yeah, completed the outline of the process.
So you two need to talk.
Structure.
So what I want you to do is all five members or whoever are available within the team, I want to write list of tasks. Okay, and I want you to assign one member for it, and you need to complete it. Okay.
Uh, Drew, can you show me the document which you created yesterday?
Yeah, sure.
This is the document created by Brew yesterday.
Can you see? Excuse me, because I cannot see what you see, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
need to.
We are able to see the Excel.
Can you see now a spreadsheet open?
Yeah, we are able to see it.
Oh, that's great. Okay. So yes, we did this yesterday,
Okay.
and this is the distribution of the modularized flows through initialization, get transaction data, process, and then process, and then we have cut it into pieces. I'm using the word pieces because I'm not used to the UiPath and RPA terminology yet, but that's what we are focused on. Get browser page, get into file, read input file, and then get data from browser page table, read data from zip file, and write data on input file, and finally send email, and then close applications, and also I added handle exceptions. So from my point of view, these are the blocks which need to be distributed through the team.
Okay. Now let's go ahead and distribute it right now.
Okay, and from this, how are we going to manage this? Because the experience of the team members are not the same. We are some of us who have no experience at all. We do not know what to do.
Briyu, with UiPath, everyone's experience is same, so it doesn't matter. Okay.
Okay, so how would I do? Is there someone telling me who wants to do what? Because based on this, I could put a name randomly.
So I'm not sure, guys. This is the best experience that you can get because other than Briyu, even I don't know these terminologies or these spreadsheets. I'm more focused into solutioning, but you can see the experience, how experience changes and how experience changes the way how they see the things. And thank you so much, Briyu, for bringing this up. Yep. So all I want you to do is, so you have get browser page, add input, everything, right? So I want you add those as file names. Okay. For example, let me just Brief, I'll just share my screen for a second. Just please hold on.
Okay.
Okay. Let me know once you're able to see it. Can you see?
Not yet.
No.
Okay. Now,
Yes, we will.
Yes. Yeah.
okay. Now, if you see here, I have written everything in single place. Okay, but I will also show you
Yes.
some other folders. Let me just see if I can show some other folders. Okay, can you see this now? In every project, like whatever the file or anything that I have maintained it as a separate folder, locator use case, bots DNA. So this is the folder name, and this is the naming convention I follow, bd underscore login. So what it will do, it will open the file or it will log in. So bd underscore logout will log out and close the browser. So extract locator. So this activity or this code base or this file, the main purpose of it is only to extract the details. See, I'm not keeping one activity per file, but I'm actually dividing the code into modules.
Okay. This is okay. Understood.
Okay.
So you prefer organizing this as modules, separated modules in separated files, folders, sorry, instead of creating so, well, the
Everything in a
different
single file. Yeah, everything in a single.
Yeah, sorry.
Everything in a single file. Instead of doing that, you can just go ahead and update them. Okay, so if I want something, let's assume that there is a login issue, and if I want to change something in the login path, I need not change the remaining files. All I need to concentrate is I need to go into the login and I need to update. Is it right?
Okay.
Okay. So that's the reason. First, plan with the code and how to do with the code, and one person should take the responsibility to assign tasks. There is no other way. Okay, because
Okay.
everyone cannot create their own codes, right?
Yeah, so all must be in one same place. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me just what's happening?
Okay. Okay, I understand what you mean and why you want us why you want to bring us. Now, my question remains actually how to distribute and who to assign to do what.
Okay.
You see,
Let's do it right.
regarding
Let's do it right now.
regarding.
Let's do it right now. Okay. So
Mhm.
I'll also share my screen with Teams notes. Teams files. Okay, so we have something called, yep. Can you see the screen now?
Yes.
Okay. Uh, Here we have with active launch use case. Yep. Okay. Now, see, bots DNA, click active launch and download input file. So, is download input file the main agenda for this one?
Yes.
Okay.
It's an installation.
So, download input file is what we need. and this should be assigned to with your team
So
lead.
excuse me, Vajrang, but maybe you want me to maybe you want me to paste in here what I've shown on the spreadsheet file, right?
If you want, you
So
can
that,
please do that. Do it. It's great.
yeah,
Just paste it so that I can update it from there.
yeah. Just give me a second, and I'm putting this just underneath the current end process line.
Yeah, okay.
I'm pasting. That's how it looks.
Yep, this should be fine. So let's go ahead and delete the ones that we have. Okay, so these are the files: initialization, get transaction data, process, and this. So what I'll do, I'll just add one more table or one more column, SNEs. Okay. See, read input file need not be a separate activity, or in get transaction data, we will not read the input file. Okay, and here we go. Here we go. So get input file, read input file, add items to orchestrator queue. Okay, so all these things can be done by one person. Mayank, can you do it? Mayank?
Then perhaps someone experienced who could do it with someone else who has no experience, maybe.
Yeah.
What about that?
Yes. So I want Vamshi Krishna and Chandu to work on close applications. Chandu, Vamshi Krishna to work on close applications. Then
Okay.
send email should be worked with Uday with input file as attachment. So whatever the file you have created, that should be updated, right? As an attachment. Yeah. So next one we have data table from browser, read data from browser. So this should be done by Purnima, and read data from zip file and add it to input file. So this should be done by both Purnima, because we both are adding to file, right? And Akileshwar. And this should be done by Akileshwar. Okay, so let's assume that if Akhilesh is not available, Purnima, please take it up. Okay, and let's assume that Vamshi is not available. Uday and Chandu, take it up. Guys, are you able to understand at least now?
Yes, I understand. Can I ask, because not all the names are there, for example, I'm not in the list.
So you are working on not on the code. You are seeing, or you should be the person who should make sure that everyone are working, and you need to collect the activities or collect the code, and you should work with them. As a
I
solution
see. Okay.
architect, your task is not to write your code, because others will not have the holistic approach. So if Purnima is given a task, she will think only about reading the data from table, page table, and adding it to Excel. She will not think anything else. But your idea should be like, okay, now if Purnima have got the details, did she write it to Excel? You need to validate that.
Okay. Okay. Now I have a question. Because let's take the process read data from zip file. To start this project, this piece of the project. So this is Akileshwar. Do I say the name properly?
Yeah, that's correct.
Akileshwar. So if Akileshwar needs to start this project, maybe is going to have the need of data coming out of the preceding step. And so I'm wondering here is if the tester should or should not come into place to give the kind of data set for Akishwar to be able to run his coding and testing, unit testing in a proper way. What about this?
Okay. Just to make it clear, everyone should know the process, everyone should know what they were doing in any particular process. Now, data from zip file, read data from zip file is what we need from Agleshwar, is it right?
I did not understand. Could you repeat, please?
So, Agleshwar task is to read data from a zip file.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's go into bots DNA locator use case. Is it active loans on locator?
No, active loans.
Okay. Now, see, there is no, the data is already here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All he needs is, he needs to save it in his local machine. Now he can work individually with this code or with this file. Okay, let's assume that this is the path. Let's copy that and let's change the GitHub. Close it. Okay. Akleshwar RP development materials. Okay, and let's go with Explorer. Show an Explorer. Team 7. Bajrang. Team 7. Okay, yours is active loans. Show an Explorer. Yeah. So, yeah, here you go. Yeah, active loans, just correct it later. But if I want to write some data, like what's the task that is assigned for him? Okay, can I just paste in the input file over here for testing? Okay, this is the input file now. I want to extract the details. Okay, and if I want to do that, see, I'm not checking with others' inputs. I need to write my own input or my own file such that others can add those details in here. So this is the input file, and let's open this in my UiPath. Close all windows. Okay. Yes. Okay, now I will open main file. See, the data is statically available now. I can work with this data. There is no need for me to wait for others to give me data.
Okay. And in terms of organization, the way you have put it in the folder, it is making the data for the work that you are going to start available for others for the other tasks as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. So perhaps there is possibility of some mistake, or what about this? wrong manipulation from others at the same time or
You
before
need to
or
correct
after?
it. You need to monitor and correct it, making sure that everyone has the same structure and everyone are following the standard.
Okay. Would that be an idea, interesting, good or bad idea to create folders for particular sub-project
No,
data?
for now,
No?
don't do it because actually you will be creating subfolders and while collaborating or while checking, there will be too many folders. You will not be able to understand. See, I
I
did not
understand.
create a new folder here.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I just want to use this one, I will just use it. I'll not create a separate folder. Or else, what I
Okay.
can do in RE framework, we have a folder called data.
Right.
Okay. So all I'll do is I'll paste this in the input for input data. Now everyone should get the access only from here. So if we need to download the files, right?
Yes.
Who is downloading the files within this? So obviously Akleshwar need to download the file to read the
the
data.
download.
Is it right? But what Akleshwar needs to download the file? He needs the ID. This particular ID is what he need to download the file. Is it
Yeah.
right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So instead of, okay, let me just add UiPath.web activities, install, save. Guys, we are taking time. Just understand the project structuring. That's fine, even if you're late.
Yeah, I think that's what we are discussing is important because this is based for organization of work of everyone.
Exactly. So you cannot, in an organization, you cannot work alone. Okay. Now here this HTTP request, other than this HTTP request, what else can I add in this project? So instead of adding all the details, I'll just add a folder, active loans, add folder. I do follow all the best practices. Bots DNA, and it's add new sequence, bd underscore, extract loans from zip. See, every time, I'll tell you one thing, every time I write a code, I will find a new way to write the code. If you have seen the way how I have written in the video, it will not be the same. Okay. But I do follow the structure. That's what I'll say. So from here, what I need. So do I need a loan number for this? That I need to get
No.
it from somewhere else? So I'll just create as an input argument.
Yeah.
So if I have a loan number, then I have all the information I need. No need for anything else.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it right?
Yes. Yes. Good. Good like this.
Yeah. So now let's go ahead and write HTTP request to download the file. I'm not using regular activities or clicking on the activities. I'll copy this, copy path, copy link, and I'll just give it out and then OK. But here, instead of HTTP request in the properties, just understand. So this is not static if you observe. This should be dynamic, is it right? So whatever input we have, that should extract the values.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'll just add in argument, in loan number. So now this is dynamic. Okay. And here in the result, okay, sorry, not in the result, in the resource path, resources where we are downloading, I'll just write in loan number plus dot zip because this is a zip file. Okay. Now if I want to have this file downloaded, what I need to do? this 8261?
You just need the number.
Exactly. So if I just copy the link and if I just go ahead and paste it. So if I just have this number, will it be enough?
Yeah.
So who should give me this number now?
I think Purnima should give that number.
A bit of correct, but actually Mayank should do it because Mayank has the input file, right? We have all the loan numbers in the input file or not? Is it right,
Yes.
Mayank?
Yes.
So Mayank should add the
Yes, sir.
details to orchestrator, and Purnima and Akleshwar should get the details from the orchestrator. So it's Mayank's responsibility.
Okay, so excuse me, Vasan, but right now you are telling us that in fact we should all work on the same file and same set of data. In
Correct.
fact, that's what you're
Correct.
saying.
Correct.
Yes? Okay, I got it.
Okay. Now let's go and update this one. So if you have here, okay, now I have this in loan number. If I just go ahead and paste it over here and let's debug the file. This is done. And can we just see the path? Now, can you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. One more thing that we have. We have an option to manage packages zip and unzip. Okay, UiPath, .NET zip activities, UiPath work with zip files. Okay, install, save. Okay. Now, if I want to unzip or anything, there is an activity for me to unzip. Okay, I think there is also no need for me to install these packages because we already have compress and zip files, extract and unzip. I can just use it even without adding this package. I can just delete this package, remove dependency. We already have activities for it to zip and unzip.
Okay.
So I will leave this for the team to work because that's there already in the code. But what all it gives me is it gives me a file and it gives me this file basically. So if I unzip it, extract all, extract. So it will give me the files in it. That is this file. And once you open it, you have account numbers and all the details. So now this is a task to get account numbers and bank details. I'll still leave it to you, but I hope you understood the project. I don't want you to give the code. You need to write the code for yourself.
Yeah, sure. We need to repeat this. Yes,
But
definitely.
now how others will be able to get the values and how others will be able to get the values to their Excel.
Yes, this is the other part.
Okay. Now you need to, after extracting and after adding the values, you need to send these as out arguments, out account number from this file. Now we have loan number. Now you need to send out underscore account number. After you extract all these values, you need to assign them and send them back. Okay, bank, branch, loan taken, everything. So in this way, we have all the values that should be as out arguments, not in arguments. Okay, so if I want to add it somewhere, I can just go ahead and invoke this code somewhere, and here import arguments. I can send in the data and I will get bank account and account number and bank. Do you remember the input, the addition that we are doing? We are giving in two inputs. It's processing and it's giving me an output. I'm not concerned what exactly this workflow is doing if I'm integrating.
Okay.
It should give me a account number and bank, whatever it does, and it should be correct.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll just commit the code and I'll push it. Please take the changes. And for today, we are done.
Okay. Thank you. Right.
Push to origin. Yeah, everyone can make a pull fetch upstream and get the changes. Guys, see, if one person sits and work, this can be done, but that's not how you want, right? This cannot be a project, complete organization project cannot be a single file. Is it right? So we are working accordingly. So please follow the approach and follow the tasks that we are doing. Don't ignore them.
Okay. Vaishwan,